Let's talk about finance idioms. How do you say if you have spent all of your money or more than you can afford? Then how will you say it? In this situation, we can say break the bank. Break the bank. We can say break the bank to mean you have spent all of your money or you have spent more than you have, more than you can afford. Okay, and the next thing is to avoid this kind of situation, there's a reminder. And if someone is going to break the bank, how do you remind that person about money? Be careful with money. You can say, money doesn't grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. You can say this and then they will remember, oh wow, my budget is limited and we can get money very easily. Money doesn't grow on trees. And then okay, so spend less and then save more. So how will you say when you want to mean, how do you say to remind someone to save more money and to encourage their saving habit? And then you can say a penny saved, excuse me, a penny saved is a penny earned. A penny saved is a penny earned. Then you get encouraged, right? So my effort is, it makes work. It makes something to me. So a penny means it is kind of like in the beginning, it is equivalent to 1 bia. So a pound is a British currency. A pound is equal to 1 jet, and a penny is equal to 1 bia. So there will be 100 pence, 100 pence in a pound, like 100 bias in a jet, like this. So the next thing is I will delete this one. I will erase this one. Okay. So how do you say if someone is just like, okay, I pay, just do it, okay, I will sponsor it, I will give it, etc. And then they don't do anything, they don't give any money at all. So you can say, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. So it means to back up your words with actions or money. So sometimes we say, oh, we promise, like, okay, I'll do it. And then you don't do it. Then you will get reminded to put your money where your mouth is, to put your action where your mouth is. So something like this. So if somebody say, okay, I pay, and then they forget or they ignore, you can say put your money where your mouth is. And another word is, okay, you do something, you do some business and sales, and finally, instead of getting profits, you get some debts. And how do you say that? In this occasion, you can say in red. So in red, why is it red and why not green, why not blue, why not white? Because it comes from a accounting book. So when the accountants note down and record the numbers, the figures, if there's a profit, they end that book with they end the a day or a week or a quarter with a line, and that line is black line. But if the business is the opposite, not profiting, but having debt, and then the line is they end the kind of the account with a red line. So it is in red if you have some debt. Okay, so the next thing is how do you say for the future, maybe for retirement or leisure or anything, then and you save your money, then how do you say it? So it is nest egg. So it's like used for retirement, investment, and saving. So how do you plan for retirement? I've built a small nest egg over the years. So something like that. Okay, so next one, I need to erase this again. And number 7. Okay, so when you have very little money, how do you say this? If you have little money, you say on a shoestring budget. So you cannot buy shoes, you can buy only a shoestring. So it's like on a shoestring budget, you have very limited, very little money. And the next word will be make ends meet. So to make two ends meet, so there will be a line, there will be a smooth communication, something like this. So make ends meet. So like when you have income, there's an income line, and another thing is your expenses and your expenses, and then they meet. It means your income become your expenses, and no more saving, no more debt. So no saving, no debt. So it is make end meet. So you spend all of the money you earn. You have no saving. You live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Next one is so next one is to suddenly become rich. So we say strike it rich. Strike it rich. So we didn't expect, right? We didn't expect, you didn't expect, and then you strike it rich, and then it means you become successful out of the blue, right? And the last one is pay. The last one is, so how do you say you have to pay something very expensive and more that costs more than its value. So that is pay through the nose. Pay through the nose. So it is like to pay much more than something that is worth. Something is worth. So pay through the nose. You pay through the nose. So it is painful, right? So it's like you buy something and it is not reasonable. It is more expensive than it should be. So it is paid through the nose for something that you buy. Okay, so we got 10 idioms already. So the first idiom is break the bank. The second idiom is money doesn't grow on tree. The third, a penny saved is a penny earned. And the fourth, put your money where your mouth is. And the fifth, in the red. And the sixth, nest egg. Seventh, on a shoestring budget. 8, make ends meet. 9, strike it rich. And 10, pay through the nose. So remember, money doesn't grow on tree, and also make sure to put your money where your mouth is, so you can be a person of integrity. And also I wish you guys to be in black instead of in the black, not in the red, because I want you to be profitable, and also try to try to build a nest egg over the year, so that you will have some saving in the future. And also try not to be on a shoestrings budget, because your chances to do whatever you want will be very limited. So never break the bank, and save money, because a penny saved is a penny earned. And also try to save more than making ends meet. So the key point is never pay through the nose. That will be helpful. Okay, so see you later in another chapter. Bye.